Hello, welcome to the Roar Rogers channel. Thank you for watching. Before we go on to the headlines, I just want to say this. This headline video is the last headline video that's going to take place in this studio. Just like with the tournament segment, this is going to be the last time I'm going to use this studio. And before we go on to the headlines, I just want to say this, that it's been a pleasure using the studio, and a lot of people remember me for this studio. Man, I'm going to have to redo the advertisements for the Roy Rogers news channel and for the Roy Rogers live channel, but that's something else for another day. But I just want to say that I'm really appreciative of the experiences and the memories that I had in this studio. I am so glad that that this studio has serviced me for quite some time. So I look forward to moving to my new studio over in Unova. And with that being said, let's go ahead and go on to the headlines. Headline number 1, Rigor Morty has been hired to the staff lounge. Congratulations, Rigor Morty. Congratulations for being hired. By golly. Well, Rigor Morty has been on PokeMMO for quite some time, and wow, this headline took me by surprise, because I thought Rigor Morty was a competitive player, and again, this is just, this is me going back to the reason why I'm surprised that K9 Excel was moderator, was because of his competitive presence. Alright, I'm glad to see that Rigor Morty wants to dedicate some time to the staff lounge, and Rigor Morty, if you're listening, good luck for your days ahead. Good luck for your days ahead. Alright, great. And I look forward to those tournaments that the Rigor Morty put on as well. Headline number 2, I'm Funk left the staff lounge. I suspect it's probably something to do with real life, and you know, I'm Funk has been a pretty good staffer ever since he's been around in the staff lounge. I think he's been a pretty good staff member. I mean, from what I've seen, I don't know what happened behind the scenes. I have no clue. But the experiences that I've witnessed with I'm Funk has been really, really good. He was unable to host tournaments, but he was able to help co-host. There we go. So thank you, I'm Funk, for your service in the staff lounge, and I wish you well in your endeavors. Alright. And headline number 3. Kaz has got a promotion from Junior Game Master to Game Master around, I think it was Thursday night. Thursday night for me was when Kaz has got the special promotion. Congratulations, Kaz has. You've worked very hard for that promotion. Congratulations, and I wish you well in your in-game experience. I wish you well. Alright, and this next headline, the reason why I took a picture of my trainer card is because I would like to give a general message, and I think I mentioned this back in my tournament coverage. And I kind of spotted this trend a long time ago, but what is the trend, you may ask? Well, remember, for any of those 2012 players, back then, your sprites used to have different colors, right? You used to have these fire red and leaf green sprites with different colors. You would have a red sprite, like the one shown here. You would have a yellow sprite, a blue sprite. You know, this outfit would be blue or yellow. For any of those people back in 2000 that came on PokeMMO back in 2012 before the sprite customization, I would like to tell you something, or I would like to give you a tip. Here's my tip. Take as many screenshots as you can with your old Fire Red sprite, because I feel like that these are going to be phased out, and I've already seen on the PTS that they are starting to get phased out, and they, these sprites have had a nice run, and it doesn't look like that they're coming back. The only equivalent of the cap coming back, possibly, is if you go to Viridian and if you go to the Martin buy cap there. But overall, the original sprite that you see right here is going to vanish. Even in the battles, all that stuff, it's going to vanish, and your in-game sprite is going to replace this sprite. So there we go. As you can see by my trainer card, I am old, but I'm not 2012 old. I wish I was, but yeah, the Jaywoods introduced me to this game, and I thank him for doing that. All right, so there we go. Take some screenshots of your sprite before they get phased out. All right, great. So let's go ahead and go on to the tournament here. OU, we are the McChampions! Who won? Congratulations to... Oh yeah, Tuesday, October 31st. Who won? Congratulations to... Yorso Yorka for first place. Beatrice for second place. Oops. That's either me or Bilbert that had the mouse there. Sorry about that. Lifestyle and McKay for sharing third place. Congratulations. And, I'm going to mention the fourth places as well. Congratulations to Belber Boy, Danny Chana Sakai V's, and Dragon Dark for sharing fourth place. Congratulations. Alright. LC, when a baby feels lonely. Man. Johanovic, you may not want to listen to this because the prize was a shiny Cubone. Yeah. Well, I guess you can listen to it and hit Secret Dijon later with your Bone Club. But meanwhile, before you do that, Johanovic, I would like to announce the winners. Who won? Congratulations to... Oh yeah, Friday, November 3rd. Congratulations to Epic Verde for first place, GB Weed for second place, and Orange Maniac and Orb Felix for sharing third place. Congratulations. Double the Fun, hosted by K9XL. Who won? Congratulations to... By the way, no, nice guy on the forums avatar. Man, that's... Alright. Alright, K9XL surely does have a taste for forums avatars. Alright. That's a different topic for a different day. Congratulations to Demona Daltatana for his excellent performance and taking first place. And a very well done to our runner-up Tato To for as well as third to fourth place, Initor and Pachiyama for sharing third place. Alright, congratulations. NU, it's my type of event. It's an NU tournament, Thursday, November 9th. Who won? Congratulations to... I'm starting to get used to Bilbert's jokes here, so... at least I'm not laughing as much as I was in my previous headline videos, so there's an improvement. So, alright, there is an improvement. Congratulations to Enchantor for first place. Exola for second place. By the way, congratulations for winning the previous tournament that I covered before this headline video. For second place, and Lifestyle and Epic Verde for sharing third place. Congratulations. OU in a Pinch, Friday, November 10th, posted by Bilbert, who won. Congratulations to Blue Breath for first place, Zico Dark for second place, Mohawk and Jello Zim for sharing third place. Congratulations. And why not? I'm going to mention some of the other people mentioned here as well. Elkirance, Krenger, or how do you say his name? Krieger? Okay. Belliver Boy and Lunith for sharing fourth place. Congratulations. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about the developer announcements, by the way. This is going to be the last time that I'm going to actually talk about developer announcements, and I'm just saying this right now, that the only time I'm going to mention developer announcements from here on is when the update hits. Because Roy Rogers Incorporated has a gut feeling that the update is coming very, very soon. And man, I am really preparing feverishly for it. Alright. Actually, I was spending a lot of time... Before I go into the developer thing, I just have to tell you, I spent a lot of time last night preparing for the update. And after this headline video, I'm probably going to do that as well. Probably going to do some more preparation while I still can. And, yeah. Alright. So there we go. And, I look forward to Unova arriving on the live server. So, there we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So, the first thing we get right away is a legendary. The first legendary that might actually be keepable. Alright. So, according to Makuda, you can trade a Ditto on Route 15 in the black and white game. It is capable to be obtained in Unova, even in base game. Are you implying that it might be removed in order to only be found in Sinnoh? And Darkshade basically opened up the lid to a lot of people's curiosities. No, this is Darkshade speaking. No, what I am saying is that it was introduced within its respective generation and therefore a while. Oh boy, do not faint in your chair. I'm about to tell you something. It's not being removed. Let that sink in for a moment. It's not going to be removed. Rotom could be the first legendary Pokemon that might actually be keepable. The first time in PokeMMO's history. And this is very big because usually PokeMMO is very resistant to release legendaries because PokeMMO is concerned about how it might affect the overall playstyle of PokeMMO and all that stuff. All right, so Rotom here. What Darkshade is saying is that Rotom is not going to be removed. This is a confirmed legendary. This is going to be the first legendary on PokeMMO that might actually be keepable. Alright. I'm pretty excited. Maybe I'm interpreting this the wrong way. Maybe Rotom might be a timer basis. Maybe I'm kind of over-exaggerating here. But overall, Darkshade has basically hinted that Rotom may be obtainable on PokeMMO. I surely do look forward to that. I do do look forward to that. And all right, so good luck. Good luck on Rotom, and there we go. All right. Also, the Tier List Council, I asked a question. I have a question. Is PokeMMO going to implement fairy types to comp? Or, sorry, the fairy typing. Not fairy typings as in, you know, the fairy Pokemon, but I mean the actual fairy type. Sujin has answered my question saying, no, we were given the option, but we opted out since it's going to be a cluster, and I forgot to censor it, and fairies won't have any offensive moves anyway. So, for now, fairy types are not going to be implemented in this update. So, thank you, Sojin, for confirming that the fairy types are not going to be... Sorry, that the fairy typing itself is not going to be implemented in the update. So, there we go. And then, this is a part of a question. This is actually part 1 and part 2. This is part 1. So, this person is asking... I'm going to just give you the basic thing here. So you see the picture, right? You see the picture. And he's asking... He has level 100 Piloswine and level 100 Sneasel. And he wants to know, how do I evolve it? Due to Sneasel and Piloswine being at level 100, he can't level it anymore and he can't evolve it. Q has a solution in part 2. So this guy says, hello, good day. I would like to know if with the update it would be possible to lose some levels of some Pokemon so they can evolve, for example, these Pokemon in the image that you saw with Sneasel and Piloswine. Q then responds with the following. For species with new evolutions in Generation 5, existing Mons will have their levels reduced slightly. So they're going to go from level 100 to level 95. Alright. During the server maintenance in order to allow them to evolve. Alright, great. Thank you so much, Q, for doing that. Alright. Great. I'm sure a lot of people on PokeMMO are very thankful that Q is going to do that during the update. Alright. And Darkshade, you know, while I was just kind of, you know, looking around on forums, you know, and this guy, I think he talked about some stuff, and, you know, and Darkshade mentioned that this comment here, and I thanked him for making the headline, and he liked my post. I appreciate that, Darkshade. If you're listening, Darkshade, thank you so much for making the headline. Alright. So, let's go ahead and start off with what Exatu said first. So Exatu says, perhaps the extra data could can lag the server more when many players gather for events, etc., etc. Darkshade then quoted Exatu, and Darkshade said the following, quote, "It is not ideal for performance, but also it becomes extra complicated when it comes to certain layer scenarios." Alright, there we go. Actually, I think the topic's coming back to me. I think it's about... I think the guy wanted masks and hats to have a different category on the character customizations, but Darkshade says it's very complicated to do that. And yeah, alright. So there we go. PokeMMO, and I highlighted the headline here that Darkshade made. He broke a headline here. PokeMMO's character customizations is already quite in-depth in comparison with a lot of PokeMMO, with a lot of MMOs. And we already have some layers we've not yet released. And the highlighted part is the headline, whenever Darkshade made this example. i.e., a colored fishing rod. There we go, folks. There you go. Darkshade broke a headline. We are going to have colorable fishing rods in the near future. Maybe this is just me, but I feel like that PokeMMO is moving in a pretty good direction. You know, as far as character customizations are concerned and region play, I really think that PokeMMO is going to be a very in-depth game. I mean, it's already in-depth right now, but I think in the near future, I think it's going to really have a lot of... it's going to be like a big world to explore. It's not going to be just Hoenn and Kanto anymore. And that's a pretty big place. You know, don't get me wrong. Hoenn and Kanto is pretty big. But PokeMMO is going to have Kanto, Hoenn, and Unova. And Unova is a very, very big region. I've toured around it before. Actually, I remember back in 2011. That's how long ago it was. It was literally at the time that the Unova was released, around 2011. I should mention, actually I mentioned this, that I should mention this in the Roy Rogers Life channel, about how I was introduced to Unova, because that's very interesting. But just to give a little taste of how I was introduced to Unova, I went over to Nintendo World and over in New York City, and the clerk had the Pokemon Black and White, and I think it was about $34 at the time. All right, I'm gonna save a lot of this for Roy Rogers Life, so I don't want to tell you what happens here, but I can go a lot more in depth as to how I was introduced to Pokemon Black and White. By the way, I could say the same story for Pokemon Platinum. Pokemon Platinum, I was introduced to in Nintendo World. Yeah, Nintendo World introduced me to Pokemon Platinum too. So, yeah, Nintendo World has played a pretty heavy hand in my Pokemon experience. So there we go. All right, let's go and move on. Thank you so much, Darkshade, for breaking that headline. Okay, so Q decided to quote this, and not Mudkip says, "What do you think the first wave of compliments will look like when the update hits?" Oh, stupid developers! Why break compatibility with dinosaur PCs? Oh, developers! How to make money in new region? Oh, developers! What region is so hard? Why region so hard now? Oh, stupid developers! Why pick regions with no berries? Oh, stupid developers! Where shard drops? Oh, stupid developers, moves no work. Oh, stupid developers, abilities no work. Oh, stupid developers, items too? Oh, stupid developers, we're hidden abilities. Oh, stupid developers, why nerf instead of ban things? Oh, stupid developers, why ban things instead of nerf? Oh, stupid developers, where are the dungeons? Oh, stupid developers, why not fix PvP? Oh, stupid developers, where's Johto? Stupid patch, stupid region, stupid developers! Maybe this is just me, or that whoever that person is. That person must have some serious anger problems. Okay. Oh, man. I think the last place that this person should go to is PokeMMO. I'm just saying that. If this person actually existed, you know, just don't... You might need to go to anger therapy, you know. I'm just saying, you know. All right, there we go. I had to make that joke there. All right, and now let's go ahead and read what Q says in the commentary thing. Really though, it depends on whether people are happy with playing a more refined version of the same game. How much people really care about Gen 4 Plus? Gen 3 is automatically disqualified for some people due to the basic things like the physical special split, not having their favorite Pokemon species, etc. Geographical fidelity, and how much more the casual audience cares about having a proper campaign mode. I know we're going to see a lot of complaints from older players who think that we should be working on co-op instead of trying to deal with the the ice wars of the game. But really, it is the basics. If the basics aren't even done right, I don't think we'll be able to create a hardcore PvE community for what we have planned, since all of the things I've described above help determine whether casuals want to turn from short-term into long-term players. But I think market fixes, upcoming things which promote social gameplay will help satisfy complaints for now. Also, to anyone else, also to everyone else, we don't update on the weekends. We also, alright, great, so there's a Roy Rogers brief little thing there. Roy Rogers news alert that developers don't update during the weekends. Alright, that's gonna do. Alright, we always try to target Monday or Tuesday for big pitches, so that we have enough time to fix post-patch bugs prior to the weekend. Alright, great. So thank you so much, Q. Thank you for giving me an extra day to prepare for Unova. Thank you. Alright, great. So then Q broke this, and that is a very, very major headline, and partially why Roy Rogers Incorporated has decided to retire the studio, because of this very headline. So what are you saying? So what you're saying is Unova is coming on Monday or Tuesday. Q says, I am definitely not saying that November 14th happens to be 2 weeks after the PTS ended, and also a Tuesday. Don't read too deeply into it. This statement is very, very vague. And Roy Rogers Incorporated always wants to, even though it may not happen or may happen, Roy Rogers Incorporated really takes this stuff seriously. So that is why I am preparing like crazy, and that's why last night I was up like a madman trying to get some resources before Unova arrives, and also why I'm doing this, and why I'm trying to pump out the tournament and the headline video really quick. Actually, whenever I edit, I may miss some gaffes because I really want to release this headline video and the tournament video super quick before November 14th. This is the reason, and I don't know how to take this comment. I don't know if Q wants to release Unova on November 14th. If that's not the case, okay, that's fine. But if it is the case, hey, at least I'm getting prepared. So there we go. So I don't know how to take this comment, and that is why I am preparing like a madman. And I'm probably going to do that after my headline video. All right. So thank you, Q, for telling me that. All right. Next headline. All right. So Me Garmim asks, is the current battle tower going to get updated with new mons, items, and moves? Now, Mudkip says, I believe the battle tower stats will be updated on the PTS. Darkshade then said, Rachel Lucario has been working pretty hard at updating most of the important sets within the game to put them on par with the new generation. Shout out to Rachel Lucario. Thank you so much for making those sets. Rachel Lucario is a very, very talented staff member, and this is talking from the outside here. I have no clue what goes on in the inside, but from the outside, she's very, very talented. And according to Darkshade, Rachel Lucario was working on these sets. Thank you so much, Rachel Lucario, for that. And she's very, very talented. Me Gummin also asks, has there been any word about co-op battles against NPC, like the current Battle Tower and Unova. Darkshade then responds with, maybe in the future. We're not really talking about Unova's battle faculties very much yet. Alright, so it's just a matter of getting the overall story and fixing up some of the old stuff from Kanto and Hoenn to kind of match it up with Unova, and there we go. Alright. So, alright, so that is it, and yep, I was right. Well, I'll be right back. Alright, I am back, and before I sign off, I do have to say a farewell to the studio. I remember, like it was yesterday, doing a video of this new studio and just kind of touring around this new studio. But now, before I leave the studio, before I lock it up, actually I may want to lock it up on this very video, I'm going to give you a last tour around this studio. So let's go ahead and let's go get out. Alright, so this is my pretty desk, my pretty chair, and the TV. The TVs that kind of represent YouTube and stuff. There are the pictures, so there we go. Alright, so I figured that with since Unova's coming in, and since I'm planning to retire the studio, I guess I can tell you why I picked some of these portraits. The reason why I picked this portrait was because I figured it would give kind of like an optimistic feel, and also because it's a nice family picture, you know, with the Pikachu and Pichus, you know, I felt like that was very nice. Wingle was very relaxing. It makes you feel almost like I'm at the beach. Alright, so Sweeblue I picked because Rachel Lucario, and I picked Skitty because of Node. Alright, this is the pretty table. I've worked very hard for it. Takes a lot of ash from Fall Arbor. But also the pretty chair that you see there is also, I worked very hard for that. Alright, so there's the orange block there. Alright, the orange chair block. This is the Roy Rogers Live Studio. I'm very thankful to have the studio for Roy Rogers Live. I decided that it'd be best if I can do Roy Rogers Live probably after Unova, because right now I want to get some stuff done and really make sure that I'm ready to take on Unova from a YouTube perspective, and also make sure that I'm ready from a player perspective as well. So once I'm done with preparing with Unova, and so yeah, this studio is no longer going to be used, and also the tournament here, the tournament segment. Do you remember me back when I sat over here for the tournament thing? This is the last time, and actually, Michael, the guy for the tournament, he PM'd me out of nowhere, you know, just he said, "Hey Roy, how you doing?" And I was like, "Oh great, yeah, I was just about to do a tournament, and you know, I decided, hey, this is my last tournament video in this particular studio. Would you like to hang out with me?" He's like, "Oh sure," and you know, he sat right here, and you know, some of his name kind of blocked me just a tiny bit, but it's all right. It's all right. I mean, it's the last day. Seviper, I like Seviper's portrait. Seviper, and if you notice, Seviper and Relicanth, they're kind of staring at each other, almost like a competitive battle. And yeah, I've been working very hard for this gold plate and the silver plate. I figured that'd be a nice touch for the tournaments, and, you know, and the TV. TVs are in every studio because, you know, I'm broadcasting. Yes, and the chair there's for the rare occasion that I have a co-host with me. Kind of like the headline segment. The headline segment has the chair too. there we go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and this is one of the few times where I have to close shop. It's been very nice using the studio, and you know, studio, you gave me some very good memories. You really did, and I'm really thankful for all the time I've spent here in this particular studio. This studio is probably the longest studio I've ever spent, tying with Giovanni's basement back in Team Rocket, back at Celadon. That studio was my first studio, and it is the second longest time that I've ever spent in a particular studio. This is probably the first time. Sorry, this is, well, I mean, this takes the cake. This is the longest time I've ever spent in a particular studio. This and Giovanni's basement in his room. His room is a very good studio. I mean, I loved every minute of it. And over here, I love every minute of it too, you know? I mean, with the glass desk and everything. But you know, let's go ahead and let's go and close up shop here. Thank you so much, and let's go ahead and reveal this studio in a bare state. All right, you all see the thing here. There we go. I'm kind of blocking my sprite there. All right, guys. In 3, 2, 1. This was what I had to work with. This was my studio. And I'm really thankful. Well, I'm really thankful for all the times that you have decided to tune into the Roy Rogers News Channel for your headlines and tournament coverage. And I do look forward to the change. I do look forward to moving over to a Unova studio, but just in case if I have new videos, I'm going to show you my new, well, not really a new studio, it's like a temporary studio. It's going to be at Fall Arbor. So there we go. I'm going to fly over to Fall Arbor. Here's where my studio is going to be. Follow me. Alright. This place. And actually, I've been here before whenever I interviewed RoboFiend a long time ago. This was my temporary studio. This is if my studio doesn't work or something is wrong with the studio. And I used to sit right here with RoboFiend. But this might be my temporary studio. I might want to explore up here a little bit. Alright. Actually, I think there's a really good place here, actually. Ah, yes. I think... And this is just in case if there's anything extra, just in case Unova doesn't come in around November 14th. This is going to be my new... Well, not really new, but temporary studio. So, there you go. Alright. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning into the Roy Rogers News Channel. Don't forget to comment or subscribe to my channel, like or dislike the content that you see here. And this is the Roy Rogers News Channel, signing off. Fast, accurate, unbiased, Roy Rogers